is up, Prince Squad? I was just checking to see how many people were skipping out on work this morning. I'm in the shop early today. I didn't know if anybody would even be on here or not, but I was just in here early today because I had quite a bit to get done. So just trying to see what y'all up to today. So I have quite a few designs to work on. Let me grab my clipboard right quick. What's up? How y'all doing? I see got a few people up in here. It's not my birthday, Cynthia, but it's coming up real soon though. I was just in here since I hadn't posted any videos except for the one video this week. I was like, let me see what my people are up to. If anybody is skipping out on work this morning, maybe I can catch them live. But I just have a lot to do today, so I was like, let me get on here for a few minutes. Since I have not posted any videos for you guys this week, except for that one. Sorry about that. Good morning, Prince and Moore. How you doing? Yep, just here working on a few things. No, I don't even know what WebFlex is. I'm not real big on social media. Really, the only social media that I'm on regularly. What's up, Flex? The only social media that I'm on regularly is actually YouTube. Good morning, Swan family. What's up, Full Rusher? How you doing? What's up, Francisco Fernandez? I wasn't expecting too many people to be on this morning. Yeah, I kind of got a little rigged up thing going right now so that I can good morning, M. Riley. Let me see. My bad. Trying to see how to use this, scroll this up and stuff without putting my finger all up in the camera. Let me see. Okay, I think I got everybody. No, it's not the birthday video. It's coming up soon, though. It's coming up really, really soon. What's up, CJ? And I have decided, I have found the actual equipment that I'm going to be giving away. So I will be posting that video pretty soon, too. And I saw the video I posted on Monday. I think a lot of you guys liked it. I guess because it kind of showed me starting off like where I started from, pretty much the cheapest equipment that I could find, and kind of move it, you know, the process that it took me to move up to where I am now. Not that I'm big time or anything, but yeah, just kind of show you how you can start out with whatever you have and, you know, do what you got to do. What's up, Tenora? Is it, yeah, Tenora Williams, how you doing? And Raw Piper says, you have inspired me to do my own screening. Love you, girl. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. That's the UPS man. I thought that package was coming a different way, but I guess it's coming UPS. It was a package. I had an order that I needed to get something done. What's up? Hi, Awada. And I'm glad that a lot of y'all said I inspire y'all. That's always a good thing. I like to help people when I can. Let me see. Speaking of what's that table? I don't even think they have that anymore. RyanNet used to sell that. Good morning, Mike Lawson. How you doing? RyanNet used to sell that. That was like the cheapest press you could get, and I got the whole little kit that came with the screen and some ink and stuff like that. What's up, Young Sparrow? Oh, I already said what's up, Young Sparrow. But yeah, I don't think they sell that anymore. They have another one that's like a tabletop press. And I was checking out Nevertheless Screen Printing, their page. I said I was going to contact them and see if I can try to get a discount code for y'all if they'll work with me. But that I see that they have a lot of like lower budget type, you know, equipment like to start out with. Really, it's just for beginners. I mean, you can order supplies and stuff from them too. And I have never actually dealt with them. I actually saw a couple of their videos. And how you doing, Lamondre Pug? How you doing? What's up? But yeah, I saw that they had a couple of videos for like some starter type presses. So I was like, let me check out their website. But I feel like their website is would be good for somebody starting out, and it's, you know, it's not as expensive as some of the other places. That's good, Mike Lawson. You hopefully you got everything you needed in that package that you ordered. You got yours from Ryanette, or you got it from Nevertheless. Let me see. I got a couple of designs I gotta get done. I don't know. I have a lot of people that come. Instead of them coming early in the week, they came yesterday to get like numbers on the back of shirts and stuff like that. Sometimes that's irritating because on Fridays, you know, I already usually have a lot. I already have an order that I have to get done today. Then I have some jogging pants that I have to put names and numbers on. I was here washing out some screens this morning because I was having some issues with the screen, so I had to come in and like just redo them because I need 2 screens for this order that I'm doing today. Just, I guess, a lot of issues going on this week, but sometimes that happens. But I guess it happens less than it does not happen, so I just stick with it. Okay, Mike Lawson said I got it from Nevertheless, but they didn't send that much emotion. Let me know how that goes because I have never dealt with them, but I just looked on their website and I thought it would be good for people starting out because they're like if you look at like Ryanette stuff is priced a little bit higher than theirs, and they actually let me see. My bad, I didn't get to read that. It says I'm working on a new rubric for custom orders. No lie, I hate doing custom because no one wants something original and they keep changing their mind and it takes too long to get paid. You got to make them pay first. Like the way that I do, I require at least half, but if you order less than like 5 shirts, less than like at least $100 or more, and I just put it at 5 shirts, I tell them if you don't order more than 5 shirts, you have to pay the full price. So, you know, when they want that custom stuff, especially because like if it's something that you're just printing already and you print it in a size, like say you just print in a regular size, if they don't get the shirt, you can probably sell it to somebody else if it's just like one of your regular prints. Like with me, I would say the spirit shirts. Like if somebody call me or text me or whatever and say, hey, I want a spirit shirt in this size. Mike Lawson says, I like the equipment that they sent. You have to put it all together once you get it. But if you take your time, the things they send is pretty durable. Yeah, all of it, you pretty much have to put it all together. I had a couple of videos, some of my older videos showing me putting the stuff together. I think it was showing the stuff. It's been a while, but I know the press that I have now, I had to put it together. And I mostly put it together by myself. My son helped a little bit when I needed, you know, when it was something I couldn't do. But yeah, like I forgot what I was talking about earlier. Let me scroll back on the questions. Maybe I can okay, I was talking about the designs. But yeah, like if it's something that's personalized, like especially if they want their name or their kid's name and number, or you know, it's a happy birthday to whoever, those they need to pay fully. Like if they're ordering a bigger order, then I will let them pay half. But like if all they order, if they're ordering $100 or less, then they gotta go ahead and pay the full price. Like, you know, 5 shirts is where I'm, you know, if they order at least 5 shirts, I will let them pay half. But if they don't order at least 5 shirts, then like if they come in here and they order 1 shirt, they gotta go ahead and pay for that shirt. Royal Piper says, are there any special precautions to use when printing on non-cotton fabrics such as silk type fabrics or dry fit? It depends. Like now with the polyester, they do have polyester inks, and like with other materials, you need to make sure that whatever, like if you're doing screen printing or vinyl, you know, either one, you have to make sure that the ink or the vinyl that you are using is good for that material. So like if you have polyester shirts, you wouldn't want to just print print it with just a regular ink, because the color of the shirt is going to bleed through because it's polyester. So you need to use like a low bleed ink. Now if you print with like a black or something like that onto a lighter color, that'll probably work even if you are using polyester. But you know, with pretty much other colors like the lighter colors, you're going to have a underbase, a white underbase, or you could just use the polyester inks, because they do have inks that are specifically polyester. And somebody else said, how much do you charge for 5 shirts, one color, print custom on one side? If all of the shirts are below like the 2X and above, then depending on the print, my prices would be $15 or $20. But I'm going up. My prices are getting ready to go up, and it's going to be starting at $20. So like if they want like a little pocket logo right here, I'll do that for $15. But if they want like a full front, that's gonna be $20. So it just kind of depends, you know, $20 each. And then the larger sizes are extra. Okay. Full Rusher says, oh yeah, I saw your old video on your Pontiac radio install. I've always wanted to replace my car radio myself and install remote starter, but I'm always scared and or broke. Yeah, you gotta look for some deals. So I understand that, being broke, because it's been several times where I've been broke. You gotta look for deals, you know, look online for some deals. But I didn't know what I was doing on that video. Like, people still ask me questions to this day, and sometimes I can't even. Come on. I'm sorry. I'm going live on my phone because I was supposed to be working, and now everybody want to text me and stuff this morning. But then they get me off track because my brain is already. But I didn't know what I was doing. I still can't answer some of those questions, or I have to Google to find the answer to their questions. And right here, Flex McKenzie says, what about printing on tote bags? How hard is it? I'm gonna show you some tote bags that I printed over here, Flex. Let me see. Right here. And this is like, look, it's kind of messy and stuff now, but that's a tote bag that I screen printed on. All you have to do is make sure that it can go on to your platen. And if it can go on to your platen, then you won't have a problem printing it. But that's really the only thing. And depending on how, you'll probably have to put your design on there upside down so that it'll print. Because, like, I'm gonna show you again, like, see, like with the t-shirts, the opening is at the bottom of the shirts. Let me try to see, like right here, the opening is at the bottom of the shirts. And then like with the bags, the opening is at the top. So you'll have to put it upside down, you know, the opposite way that if you was printing a t-shirt. So that, you know, that's a couple of things to look at with that. But other than that, it's pretty much easy. It's not hard. And you even doing vinyl on it, it's the same as doing a t-shirt. It's not hard at all. Hey, Carmen Rose, how you doing? Okay, all my t-shirt customs are 25 shirts and 45 for hoodies, not above 2X. Yeah, most of the places around here, like I'm in a small town, and like it's a town like 35 miles away on one side and 30 miles away on the other side, and Leesville and Natchitoches, I'm like in between those two, and they actually start out at $25. Like, no matter what you want, they start out at $25. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't just tell anybody what to charge or how to charge, because it depends on your area. And then, like, you know, my thing is, if I'm charging $20 for a shirt, and then that'll possibly deter them from driving out of town, because a lot of people still get shirts from other places. You know, I can't make people get shirts from me. I mean, I do well enough. You know, I'm not gonna say I'm satisfied with what I get, but I feel like God allowed me to get what I need to get, you know, or I wouldn't be able to have been here and had my shop open going on 9 years. But but yeah, thanks Flex, thank you. But yeah, and for hoodies, my hoodies don't start at $45, and then like I try to make it depend on your print. Like if you wanting something extravagant, yeah, I have had people pay $40 or $50 just for a T-shirt, like just a regular T-shirt, like the one I have on. But like I try to be reasonable, and I don't know if a lot of y'all know, but Louisiana is pretty much a low income state. It's a low income area, so I try to keep all that in mind too when I'm coming up with my prices. What's up, BT Booker? How you doing? And Mike Lawson said, "Do you charge a setup cost for your shirts, or is it included in your price?" It's actually included in my price. Like the way that I do mine is if they want something really fancy or whatever, then I have charged, depending on what they want and stuff like that. But like if it's usually most of the people around here just want simple stuff. Sometimes people will come in here with stuff and I tell them how much it's gonna cost, and they change their mind quick and get their mind right and go ahead and do something that's reasonable. But yeah, I do have people that come in here with stuff like that, with ideas like that. But no, I don't. Like the way that I do a few designs, and maybe two or three designs, and they can choose which one they want. And once they choose the one they want and I get approval, I go ahead and print that one. But like if it's a problem with the design, other than me having to like if they when I send them the designs, they might be like, well, I like this design, but I like the other font on this design. I'll change that. But like if I have to change it more than one time, like I do the spelling and all that. Make sure I tell them make sure the spelling is correct and stuff like that. But like if I gotta fix things more than once, then I will charge $25, for the next time that I have to fix, the next time I have to fix them. So they get one free design, and then if it's a issue with the design, then I'll fix that issue. But if I have to do anything after that, then I start charging. I know y'all can probably hear that train. Let me see. All right, Edith, artist, how you doing? And Casho One says, I like that sign next to you. Yeah, I have to make sure to keep signs like that up, and all my signs that I have right here, because you have people that come in here no credit, because I do have people that come in here and want credit. Please, we don't accept checks. I don't accept checks here. Your order will not be fulfilled until your payment has been made, and it takes 3 to 7 days. If you need it before that, it's gonna be a rush fee charge. And then I also have the we no longer film, but I do film. I do still film, but I had some people come in here wanting some crazy type stuff, and that I didn't really want to have to fool with. So I would tell them, yeah, I still do it, but it's kind of on a limited basis. So if they come in here with something crazy, I just say we don't do it. But if they come in here with something reasonable, then I do it. What's up, Daraway? How you doing? What's up, DJ Key Styles? I appreciate you tuning in, and you are welcome. I appreciate you watching. BT Booker says, I'm trying to listen to you and design these shirts. Look, I'm trying to talk to y'all and finish up these designs, these vinyl designs, so I can cut them out. And I'm waiting on some screens to dry so that I can coat them with emulsion. And because I have a order today for some RIP shirts. Um, Tenora Williams says, how do you charge for shirts with more than one color? What is appropriate? Now, it depends. Like for screen printing, And I just look, I've been in business going on this, well, been in business here. I actually was doing video editing. I started before I actually started doing t-shirts, but I was doing video, I was doing t-shirts in this spot for almost 9 years, and I had never had a pricing sheet or a pricing list or whatever. I just would tell the people the price when they come in here, but then that sometimes that's like inconvenient. So I just was too lazy to break down and do it. I don't know. I'm just the type of person that I go and do. I don't really just plan and talk about stuff. I just start doing it. And then as I'm doing whatever it is, I learn along the way. And I'm like, okay, I don't need to do that no more. Like when I first started printing t-shirts, I didn't even have a contract or an agreement. Um, and then I got my first order where the person ordered and they came and they didn't even pay half. They paid some down, but then she didn't like the color of orange that I printed on the shirts, even after I showed it to her. And I ended up having to give her her money back, which I didn't really just have to give her money back, but because it was such a problem, I did that. But so the next thing I did, right after that, that same day, I went ahead and made out like a print agreement. I call it the personalized print agreement, and it explains that if you cancel your order, and I have already ordered the t-shirts, you're not getting your deposit back, because the deposit is to cover the t-shirts that I'm ordering. So you can get the t-shirts if you change your mind, but it just kind of to keep you and them from having issues. And then I also put on there about, I'm gonna if you need your shirts by a certain date, your shirts will be ready by this date and stuff like that. But yeah, let me see what the question was, because I forgot. Let me see. Full Russia says there's more of us on here than I thought it should have been. I was saying the same thing earlier. But yeah, the way that I charge for shirts with more than one color, like depending on if you screen printing or vinyl printing, like if you are vinyl printing, the vinyl costs a certain amount. Like it's actually, once you get everything set up, if you're doing a lot of shirts, it's actually cheaper with the ink, because the ink, like you can buy a quart of ink and it can last for hundreds of prints, so that, that's a whole lot cheaper than vinyl. Like if you buy 5 yards of vinyl, you can do a certain number of shirts depending on if you're doing front or back, front and back designs or whatever. But like with the ink, it goes a long way compared to the vinyl. So the way that I charge with the shirts, like with the screen printing, like if they're getting more than one color on the front, and they have to order at least 25 shirts to get these prices. Like sometimes if they order like 10 shirts or something, I may screen print, but they're still going to pay the vinyl price, because and the only reason I would do that is because I hate weeding vinyl so bad that if it's enough shirts that are exactly the same, I will screen print them, which is actually giving a customer a better better quality product. So they don't usually complain about it. But for one color vinyl, if it's a small print, I would charge $5. Then if they want, for one extra print, I'm sorry, like if you come in and you order a shirt, it's gonna be $20 with a full front. But then say you want your name on the back, I'll charge $5 for the name. But say you want a name and a number on the back, now it becomes a full back print. So I would then charge $10 for the back print instead of $5. And then like with the screen printing, if they getting more than one color, like if they're getting say they're getting 2 color prints on the front, a lot of times I just charge like $2 for 2 colors on the front, $2 extra for 2 colors on the front. And then if they're getting it on the back, I'll probably charge like $3 extra. So if they're getting 1 color on the front and 1 color on the back, I'll charge $3 extra for the back print. If they're getting a personalization on the back, I usually charge $5, because they have ordered enough shirts to get the screen printing price. So I try not to charge the $10, even if that, so pretty much if I'm screen printing, I have to put some on the back. A lot of times I just charge the $5. If it get too crazy, I might charge $7, or if it's like a huge design, they want $7. But I try to stay under $10 if they are getting, if they have ordered enough shirts. What's up, Scoob? How you doing? Let me see. because I talked too long and I missed out on some other people comments. Mike Lawson says, so there's no setup cost when you do screen printing. Basically, it's just included with the price of the shirts, whether they get 5 or more. Yes, the way that I have it, like some people charge screen fees. No, if they, let me see. You said, so there's no setup cost when you do screen printing. Basically, it's just included in the price, whether they get 5 or more. Now, if they get 5 shirts and it's something that all of them are the same, I may or may not screen print it. It depends on the design. Like if it's a big block style design, I'll probably go ahead and do it in vinyl and just weed it that way. But if it is a kind of a complex design where I'm going to have to do a lot of small weeding and stuff, a lot of times I will do it. But no, I do not charge a setup fee. Now, if you are ordering, he said, so there's no. Make sure I'm giving you the correct answer. Now, if you order a certain number of shirts, like the way that I do, like, okay, I say that if my screen fee was $25, but I was like, you know what, I can make more by not charging a screen fee. So, okay, if I have somebody that come in and they order 25 shirts, instead of charging saying, well, my screen fee is $25 for that screen, then what I do is charge $2 extra for that print. So I have 25 shirts. So instead of getting the $25 screen fee, I'm now making $50, and I'm only charging $2 extra a shirt. And you're also giving them a better price to give to the people in their group. So instead of them saying, well, it's like say they ordered 30 shirts, they would have to divide out to try to figure out and tell their people how much each of the shirts cost individually, and to keep them from having to do that, I'm charging $2 extra per shirt. So say that their shirts were $10, okay, and if they get an extra color, it's gonna be $2 extra. So they're gonna be paying $12 for that shirt. And if they order at least 25 shirts, instead of me getting the $25 screen fee, I'm getting an extra $25. So I don't know if that helps y'all. All right, Daryl Way, I'm ready to see some of your videos. When you post your videos, let me know. Because some of y'all, I go look on y'all YouTube channel, and I know some people, they don't do the video editing, they don't film videos and stuff like that. But I do go on your YouTube channel, and if you posting videos, especially like t-shirt related, I will subscribe. Full Russia says, Mike Lawson, I think she's just being competitive with the stores in her area, but most people have a setup fee. That's right. Most people do have a setup fee, but like where I'm at, it's a lot of people that do like vinyl printing out of their house and stuff like that. So if I start charging like a big setup fee, then, like if somebody come in here and they want to order less than 25 shirts, which is my minimum to get the screen print and charge, then I will tell them it's $25 a screen, so that, that's the way that it is. But no, I don't charge a setup fee, and I'm my only employee unless I get swamped, so I can do that. But like if you got a big business, dang it, I keep clicking on stuff. If you got a big business and you have employees, you have to make all the money you can because you're having to pay them. Let me see. Yeah, everybody, y'all make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. Thanks, Daryl Away. Y'all make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. Man, Scoob, I hate to hear you be sick. Let me see if me turning on this light. Probably not. No, I'm not that bright on here or something, but I'm gonna keep you in my prayers. I have been praying for you. And I don't know if my bro done called or whatever, but I don't know. He do what he want to do on his own time, but he will not be back on my live stream. I tell y'all that. What's up, Jan's Experience? How you doing? What's up, Jackie 1645? Thank you. I appreciate it. How do I market myself? Jamaica Jackson says, I have a video that kind of shows you some of the things that I do, and that video is called 5 Reasons You're Not Selling T-shirts. 5 reasons you're not making money selling T-shirts, or something to that effect. That will kind of give you a good idea of how I, the way that I market myself. Hey, I do. All right, Daryl Way. I'll subscribe for tech videos. I'm subscribed to a lot of tech people, and I also have another channel called Review Chick, where I call myself trying to be kind of tech like, doing a few unboxings and product reviews and stuff like that. How you doing, Graphic Warehouse? You can go back and watch it, Sia01. It was the last. Let me see. It's got me and him as the thumbnail, and all my live streams, I don't put any words on it. I just leave it blank so that you guys can tell the difference between my actual videos and live streams. But yeah, my brother, he kind of got a little inappropriate on there, and I actually had to go back and edit that part out. But yeah, I don't know, me and my brother, we two different people. Like, I don't curse. It's certain things I don't do, and some of those certain things I don't do, he do it and don't see a problem with it. So but I mean, he my brother and I love him, but it's just some things we are, some ways we are different. Thanks, Royal Piper. I appreciate that. That's right, Scoob. He is in control of everything. And you're welcome. Let me see. Graphic Warehouse says, at what point did you decide to open your own store? Now, when I first moved back, cause I was in Mississippi, I went to college in Mississippi. I actually had a job working in my field, which is exercise science, and I was doing like exercise programming. I was a recreation therapist. But when I moved back to Louisiana, I was teaching, and teaching was an okay job, but I understand why the teachers always say they don't get paid that much. But if you look at the time that they work, they do get paid a lot, because they're only working like 8 months out of a year. But by the time the breaks come up, you really need those breaks, because you have like wanted to quit your job several times. So I was teaching, and I was like, teaching is really not what I want to do. So I was like thinking about stuff, and it was like things that I used to do. Like, I used to sell mixtapes and stuff like that. Like, I have always been a hustler, and I even did that when I was teaching. And like, I also, like, it was this big block party that they have every year, and nobody was ever filming it. And I had actually never went to it, because it was like for adults, and like my mom, she didn't play that stuff. You wasn't finna go out, you wasn't staying out late and stuff like that. So when I first moved back, I had actually started filming this event, and it's alumni. It's the alumni block party, and I started filming it and making DVDs, and I did like a few music videos, and I would film stuff for like churches, and I filmed a few weddings and stuff like that. And I was doing that, but the thing was, I wasn't like, when those events would come up, I would do really well and make a lot of money. But I eventually was like, you know what? I like the fact of working for myself. I like how I feel when people want the products that I have, like especially like the DVD. Like, people are, whenever the alumni block party was over, because it's a Friday, Saturday. Back then it was Friday and Saturday, but they have moved it now to where it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I used to like, as soon as I filmed the thing, like that Monday, people would be looking for the video. So I had to get a release date so that they wouldn't bug me so much. I'm like, it's gonna be coming out on whatever date. So that wasn't making me enough money like throughout the whole year. So I was like, you know what, it's got to be something else that I can do to add with this, where I can make enough money so that I don't have to work for anybody else. So I eventually opened up, started learning about printing t-shirts, and I was printing at home first for my kids mostly and stuff like that. Then I was working as an apartment manager, and that was like a very stressful job. That was the most stressful job I ever had. So I was like, you know what, I want to leave this job. So eventually, this building that I'm in now, it came up for rent because the nail shop used to be in this building, but they moved next door, and this building was only $300 a month. So I was like, I can afford this. So I'm working a full-time job, never having time to come here, and I went ahead and took that chance, and I was paying the rent every month, and eventually the job that I was working for, I actually got fired from the job for no reason. But that was all in God's plan, because like at that time I had I like that job really caused me, and not saying it's a bad thing, but it caused me to be more strong in my faith, because I had to, in order to be able to deal with that job. So when when they fired me, it was like a big weight was lifted off of me. It was, it was, I don't know how to explain it, but people who have been through that experience probably know what I'm talking about. But it was like a big weight was lifted off of me. So I had time to start coming over here, and God had really blessed the business. At that time, like I had just opened, but He was sending people over here, and everything was working out for me with that. So that was, I guess, pretty much how I started, or why I started, because I wanted to be able to work for myself. And then like throughout that time, I made a lot of sacrifices. Like, I had got saved and got myself together, and I had stopped filming that block party, because that was like a sacrifice that I made. I had stopped selling the mixtapes, because it was like, and that was something else I used to do when I first moved back. I used to DJ a little bit. I wasn't never really big time, but there was some of the things that I used to do because I wanted to work for myself. I always have kind of been a hustler. I would have a job and always have something else that I was doing. Not that I needed to do it, because I wasn't making money. I mean, that just was how I am. And I believe that's something that I got from my dad. Like, my mom is really creative, and my dad, he has always been like a hustler. So I guess with both of that. Okay, Scoob, I'll say something to him about it, and see what the deal is, and try to get back with you on it. Full Rusher says, do you guys find it hard to sell motivational stuff? And I'm sorry, I have kind of skipped out. Missed out on some of the questions y'all were asking. Yeah, you gotta kind of, at times you gotta take a chance. You're not gonna ever know if you don't try. And that's like with a business. You don't know if it's gonna do well, but if you don't try it, you won't know. Like, you can start out kind of trying to do it on the side and kind of see how everything goes with that. If things work out with that, or if you like it. That's the main thing, if you like it. If it's something you don't like, then, I wouldn't be trying to get into it if it's something I don't like. Full Russia says, I also decided to start my business after getting fired from being a night auditor at the major hotel, and many years of being used and thrown away by bosses that didn't care about me no matter what. Thanks, Renero. Mike Lawson said, I was fired once in my life. Ever since then, I work for myself. It's been over 17 years now. The best thing that happened to me is being fired. You know what? I was actually fired from another job that I had, and I was fired because me and the lady that was over me, I don't know, she had some issues, really, to be honest with you. And me and her was actually good friends. We actually go to the same, well, at that time was going to the same church, but I don't know if she really still goes, because I hadn't been going like I need to be going, but I'm trying to get back to that. But I ended up getting fired from this job because me and the lady kind of got into it. And this lady, she had issues, so she would like hold a grudge against me, and like she just did that to people. It was like other people that worked there that she held grudges against. But like if I know that you are trying to upset me, it is no way possible you gonna upset me unless you put your hands on me. So if I know that somebody's trying to upset me, I don't let them upset me. And this lady ended up trying to get me transferred to another place or whatever. And when they transferred me, I quit. Let me see. Sound like somebody's out here. Oh, that's just the nail people next door coming in, because they open at 9, and I think it's about 9 o'clock. Yep, it's about 9 o'clock. Because I'm not open yet. I'm going to have to get off of here, though, so I can get some stuff done. I'm going to try to answer the rest of these questions, because I came in early today because I had a lot to do. Let me see. But yeah, anyway, I ended up quitting that job, and me and the lady that was over the lady who was over me, like I guess my manager had a supervisor. She ended up we had some words, because I had a talk with her. Like after I got transferred, I went that one day and I was like, look, I can't keep driving here. You know, I got kids. I'm a single mother, you know, and stuff like that. So eventually she, you know, she just kind of, I didn't like the stuff she was saying. And like with me, I'm going to be real. You know, I'm just going to go in there and I'm going to talk to you. I'm not going to cuss you out or nothing like that or get all up in your face. But I'm just going to say what I feel, you know, if it's something that bothers me or something like that. So whenever I went and talked to her, and it's like she wasn't trying to hear me, basically, I didn't go back to work. I quit. And like when I was telling y'all, I don't know if y'all remember on a live stream, I was telling y'all that I might accept this job. It was a job that was available, and it was a good paying job, like a really good paying job. And I didn't know nothing about the job, but the mayor of the town of Manny called me and was like, hey, you was highly recommended for this job. And when I found out who highly recommended me, it was the supervisor who was over the manager of the job that I quit. So like, you know, I kind of felt like I had, because I was highly recommended, I had to apply for the job even though I wasn't looking for a job. But they ended up not hiring me. They ended up hiring a friend of the lady who sat in on the interviews. So it kind of was a waste of time. But, you know, I kind of felt honored that this person who we had words, and that right there ought to show you, you know, the way that you talk to people and treat people. Even though me and this person had a disagreement, she still highly recommended me for a job that I didn't even know anything about. I didn't get the job, but, you know, she did recommend me. She didn't have anything bad to say about me. And the mayor actually called my phone to ask me to come and apply for the job. So, yeah. Let me see. I'm sorry. I am kind of thrown off because I talk too much and I can't shut up. Okay. Let me go down. Yep, graphic warehouse, you just got to make that decision. And, you know, even if you just start doing it at home. What's up, Bella J? How you doing? Bella J says, I do photography and graphic design and will add t-shirt printing to the list. I'm getting tired of working for others. It takes money to make money. That's right. That is sure right. Right. Let me see. Yep, if it's something that you love, I mean, that's the best thing you can do. You don't want to be stuck doing something that you don't like. The only thing with working for yourself, if you don't work, you don't eat. Booker T, BT Booker, I'm saying Booker T. BT Booker, it's okay. It's all part of life, and I wouldn't have the courage to start my business if not for the last time I got fired. They literally fired me for stupid reasons. Yeah, that's pretty much two jobs that I wasn't fired, but I quit one. But the other job I really wanted to quit, and I wouldn't quit it, so God made them fire me. I mean, they really fired me for no reason. And then when they fired me, you know, I mean, all they could tell, I don't know, that's another story time. But it was really for no reason. School said I was fired after 2 weeks on a job. Then I was hired with the sheriff's department. They asked, how did that work? I told them easy. God has a funny sense of humor. He really does. And I'm going to tell you, when you pray to God, you cannot take your prayer back. I mean, that's another story time too. But the situation with my ex-husband, like, we went through a whole bunch of stuff, and I got tired of going through the stuff with him, so I had prayed that God would make him leave me alone completely. So then, even after that, we ended up getting married, and you know, he ended up cheating and stuff. Basically, this whole thing he was doing the whole time, and I kept accepting him back because I loved him. And when we finally split up for good, you know, well, I guess when I realized we wasn't gonna be together no more, he actually wanted a divorce from me, even though he was the one that was cheating or whatever. And when I don't know, it just like, after everything was done, and you know, I was hurt through the whole situation, I realized, you know what, this is what I prayed for. I prayed that he would leave me alone. But you know, after we got married, that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted my marriage to work out. So it's just like, you know, you when you pray for stuff, you got to be careful what you pray for. So I mean, I would pray for people and situations, but I try not to pray for things like, even though I'm single and I've been single for a while, I don't pray for God to send me anybody, because I don't know if I'm ready. I mean, you know, it's just a lot of stuff like that. If he send me somebody, that person is going to be here. So, you know, I don't want to, I don't know. It's just crazy. Like, I know God is going to answer. So it's a lot of things I don't even want to pray for, because you got to be real specific. Edith says, really need help getting into the right website to set everything up. What are you trying to set up, Edith? Oh, like loading up logos. Like I'm still not sure what you're talking about. All right, Mike Lawson, thank you for tuning in. All right, Graphic Warehouse. Or I don't know, I might have missed some. Oh, never mind. Somebody must be leaving out. I don't know if it's Graphic Warehouse, but thank y'all for tuning in for the time that you did. Full Russia says, I worry sometimes because I'm not making a lot of money that I'll be forced back into work for others, and I love working for myself. Entrepreneurship is the bar. You may want to, oh, is the bay. You may want to add some other things. Like what I was saying with the and I don't know if it's anything else that you do, and it may be something that you can do that you don't even know you can do right now. But when I was doing the video editing, I wasn't making the, like, when I filmed something for a church, or when I did whatever, you know, I had to wait on them to make the money. Like, I had to wait for them to have an event, or for somebody to get married, or for somebody to want a music video, or whatever the case was, in order for me to make money. But like with the t-shirt shop, you know, I offer a lot of different things. You know, I offer, well, I'm not going to say I offer a lot of different things, but I offer two different things. I offer the t-shirt printing and stuff like that. And I do logos and stuff like that sometimes, and, you know, just a few different things. But I had to add two businesses together in order to be able to, you know, make the amount of money that I need. And at times, like I have had people that brought their family videos, and I do like video transfer, and I charge $20 for the first one and $10 for the ones after it that fit on each CD. So for each CD or DVD that I transfer, I'm getting at least $20, and if it's extra videos transferred on there, I'm getting $10 per video. So, you know, that's something that has helped me too. Like, even in the slow times, like when it's holiday season, you know, people sometimes bring stuff because they know that the family is going to be together and stuff. And like last year, I had this lady that brought, I don't even know how many videotapes, and I had to transfer them for her. And like when they family got together, they sat down and watched them over the holidays. You know, it's like different things like that. You just got to find something else to add to it. And then, you know, with t-shirts, there is a slow season. You know, you got to kind of be conservative of your money and stuff like that. What's up, Palazzo? Palazzo, how you doing? That's right, Scoob. Scoob said full, just preserve. What's up, Lucky 17? Lucky 17 said, hey, Sin, I wanted to share a new technique we've been using here on our manual. We are now applying spray silicone, which dries and has been working great with our wet on wet multicolor prints. What's up, Barry J? All right, that's what. Look, that was the first question I asked. I was like, I'm trying to see who's skipping out on work today. I hate my laptop. It won't let me work. You might have to go on and upgrade, fool. I just got a new laptop. The one that I have, it's actually a gaming laptop, and it's the Strix. It's a Republic of Gamers laptop by Asus, and it's got like the two hard drives. One is a SSD, another one is just like for storage. But I don't store anything on there. I do it on my external hard drive. But you know, and it's got the i7 processor. What's up, Listria George? How you doing? I'm sorry, having a hard time. Thank you. I'm glad that I inspire you, and I appreciate you watching. Yeah, Lucky, tell us some more about this silicone process or silicone procedure. Well, yeah, I wasn't expecting too many people to be tuning in this morning. I kind of was just jumping on here because I kind of felt like I had neglected y'all this week because I only had posted that one video. And I actually have another video that I have been working on for 2 days. Like, when I'm filming these videos, like that video that I did Monday, I actually had been like digging up and looking for old video footage and stuff like that. I ended up having to download some from some of my older videos that I have posted. But I was kind of, you know, trying to like do a nice video to kind of just let you guys see where I started from and see that you don't have to get the most expensive everything. You know, you can start off with what you can afford and move up from there. But yeah, I kind of felt like y'all liked that video, so I'll try to do a few more like that if I can, because you know, I got quite a few views on that video within one day. I think I had like 100 likes within the one day, so I appreciate y'all for that. But I have been working on another video this week, but I just didn't get it finished because I had a lot going on and stuff. But so I was just like, you know what, let me try to go live today for a little bit and see what my people doing. And see, I can't never work and do this while I'm going live. So if I could, then I would be on here because I got a couple of designs. This is some vinyl designs, nothing too serious. But yeah. Let me see. And then I got an order that I got to print, but I'm about to have to go in this dark room and coat these screens so that I can get them dry and go ahead and print that stuff. Let me see. Full Rusher says, I love gaming. If I got that laptop, I wouldn't work. Now, I don't really do too much gaming. My kids be trying to get me to play games with them, but I'm like, no, if I can't make no money from it, I pretty much don't want to do it. Cormer Rose says, I skipped it. I finally got my laptop yesterday, Sin. I got the HP Omen. It comes tomorrow. Can't wait. Then I will be able to crawl out of the background and participate in the conversation. All right, Karma Rose. That's good. How you doing, Rena Meredith? Good morning to you too. Oh, I'll have to try that if I do some wet on wet printing, Lucky 10. Lucky 10. Lucky 17, I'm sorry. Edith Artist says, "What's the best heat presser?" I can't really tell you what the best is, cause they have some that's like really fancy and that have a lot of bells and whistles, as people say. But so if you're talking about the best as in features and stuff like that, I mean, I don't know. I can't really just tell you what's the best, but I guess the advice I can give you on a heat press is to get something like a name brand if you can afford to. Now, if you can't afford to, and all you can afford to get is like one of the $200 presses, then go for that. But if you can't afford to get something better, get something, because like the press that I have, it's a Hicks Econo press, and it's the 15 by 15. They also have a 16 by 20 version of it, and I'm kind of cold. My hand's cold, but if you get a press that's like name brand, like that press that I haven't had any issues with it. I've had it the entire time before I even opened this shop. When I first started, that was actually the first thing that I purchased. So I would just say get a name brand press, and I mean you can get they have the one by Stalls. Let me see. I don't really be thinking about the names of presses, but they have all kind of presses. But yeah, they have Heat Press Nation sales presses. You can get some on Amazon. They got the Geo Night presses. I would just try to go with a company that I know is going to stand behind their press. So they all pretty much going to do the same thing. If you need one with auto open, or if you need one that is a clamshell press because you don't have the space, I mean that, it's a lot of different things. But I guess that's the best I can do on that. Has anyone else on here tried silicone? Lucky 17 asks. And Daryl Way says you can make some money from gaming online. I'm just not really that into it, but like my kids be wanting me to play the games with them just at home. They would like to have gaming YouTube channels, and I told them it's okay if they do, they can have them. But the thing they need to do is figure out what you need to do to have that type of channel, because you cannot just post video games without, knowing the proper information to put beneath your videos, or you won't be able to make money off of it. Listria says, thinking about buying a conveyor dryer. What do you recommend? I can't really just recommend a specific one for you, but I would recommend you getting one that is wide enough for your t-shirts. Like, you don't want one that's going to be like 10 inches wide and you got to try to fold your shirt up to fit through there. I would just recommend getting one that's wide and trying to stick with a good company or good brand, so that, they will stand behind it if you have any issues with it. You're welcome, Edith. Barry J says, I have the Stahl 16 by 20 Hotronics. And Scoop says, Hotronics Air Fusion Heat Press is what I have. But yeah, it just kind of depends. Like the press that I have, it don't have an auto open. It's only 15 by 15. It don't have a timer on it. It came with a timer, but I've been printing so long. So the way I do, I just count it off in my head, instead of having to hit the timer every time, because that takes up a little bit more time. But yeah, that's the best I can recommend you on a heat press, is trying to find something that is something that the company is going to stand behind it. Okay, let me see. I don't know. I have people sometimes that come in here with some craziness. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. And that's not what I wanted to do either. I don't know. Sometimes I get overwhelmed and it's like I don't know where to start. All right, Daryl Way, thanks for tuning in. Barry J says my heat press is 10 years old and still going strong. Mine is probably about that age too. The like if you look at my press, and I'm telling you it's the Hicks Econo Press 15 by 15. They don't sell it in that color no more. It's actually I think a gray. Mine is black and that one is a gray. They don't even have it in that color anymore. Let me see what I need to do first. I guess I'm gonna do these. I'm gonna have to, man, I'm sorry, but y'all, I'm gonna have to get off of here so I can get this stuff done. That's the only reason I came in at 7 this morning was because I have a lot to get done, and I'm not trying to neglect y'all. I be working on videos, but my son football practice have started back up because they was undefeated this year, and on the 2nd and 3rd they'll be playing in Lafayette, so I'll be down there, and I don't know. They may be playing around New Year's in Dallas, so I'll be over there possibly. I think it'll depend on. I think it'll depend on how they do, today or whatever. Today in the tournament, because they got 2 games that they're gonna be playing on the 2nd and 3rd in Lafayette. If any of y'all in the Lafayette area on here, I don't even know where we're gonna be playing at right now. But yep. But I got a lot to get done today, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and get off of here. Let me see if anybody. I use CJ. I use Photoshop. Whatever printer you have, whatever cutter you have, if it comes with software, you can use that also. But I like to design my stuff in Photoshop and then bring it. Like I have a rolling cutter, so I bring my designs into Rolling Cut Studio. BT Booker says, how's Lil Soldier Boy doing? Lil Soldier Boy has been getting in trouble at school. I don't know. He been getting a lot of whoopings. He been getting morning whoopings before school so that I could put some on his mind. And on the days that he get in trouble, he been getting at home whoopings. So I don't even, or at night whoopings. So I don't know what's going on with Lil Soldier Boy, but I'm gonna have to figure it out. Cause he got in trouble 3 times this week. Actually, one of the things he got in trouble for should have really just been one, but I guess he had been doing a lot, and the teacher kind of was mad at him or something, so she kind of wrote him up for the same thing twice. Whoopings make you laugh. Well, not if you was getting them, Full Rusher. You wouldn't be laughing if you was getting them. They might sound funny, or maybe it's how I sound when I'm saying them. Spankings. I didn't want to say beatings, because that's what I used to get growing up, beatings. Yep, that is sure right, Bella J. I take away things. I don't just whoop my kids every time they do something. Like, I take away things. Then, sometimes they're taking away things, don't get it. They need to feel something. So, you got to kind of pop them on their behind a little bit. Listeria George, I have a video called Printers for Screen Printers. You can check that out. And that's all of the printers that I use. So you can check that video out, and that'll give you more information. Okay, what's the name of the paper that you do ink printing? The paper that I use is for a laser printer. It's called Laser One Opaque. Full Russia says, I'm Jamaican, so we use beating. We use beating. Okay. Look, I used to date a Jamaican. Yeah, I use that Laser One Opaque transfer paper, and that is you said what the name of the paper you use to do ink printing? And I'm kind of not sure if I'm answering you right, but I use the Laser One Opaque, but they have like Jet Pro Opaque and Jet Pro Soft Stretch that are for inkjet printers, if that's what you're asking. No, G Clemens, how you doing? I'm getting ready to get off. I'm sorry. I don't know how long you've been on here, but I think this is the first comment I read from you today. But no, I don't use rhinestone. There may be some people on here that do rhinestone printing. Yeah, let me see. Royal Piper says, I love your southern sensibility in regards to disciplined kids. That stuff up north, they would lose their minds. Well, I'd probably need to stay from up north because I'm gonna whoop my kids, and the way I see it, if somebody got a problem with me whooping them, take them and let them live with you. Full Rusher says, I considered rhinestones, but it looks like extra work, so I do glitter. All right, thank you, BT Booker, for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all of y'all, and I guess I'm gonna give y'all a hint since 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 the giveaway date is coming up soon. It will be sometime next week, so y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned. And the ones of y'all who are on this live stream, don't tell nobody else, but it will be one day next week when I will be doing the giveaway. So, and I really appreciate y'all watching me. I mean, I just I don't feel like I'm really nobody. You know, I'm just, I mean, it's exciting to me that so many people are interested in what I have to say on here. I mean, I know I'm on here trying to help people, but I have always been shy. I don't really like being in, and when I say I feel like I'm nobody, I'm not like just like down on myself or nothing like that, but it's just like it surprises me that all of y'all are tuning in. And like when I do a live stream, you know, I don't even know how many people be in here when I do it. I don't know, probably not even 100 people at once, but I just appreciate y'all watching and stuff. Thanks, Barry J. Yeah, but I really appreciate y'all tuning in and subscribing to me and stuff like that. And maybe one day I can use YouTube to help me be able to go around and actually teach people how to print t-shirts, or you know, meet in different places and have excuse me, and have like classes and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just a lot of things that I've been thinking about. And I really appreciate y'all too, Full Rusher. Yep, yeah, that is crazy, Bella J. I mean, I don't care what you're doing. If it's people on here that will watch anything, but I don't know. I guess I have never really been like a person that have, I guess, had a big following or anything like that. But I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna have to get off of here because I do have a lot to do, and I'm gonna have to meet with the UPS guy today so that I can get a package early. So I'm gonna have to leave here a little bit before I open. But I appreciate y'all, and I'll be back on Sunday for another live stream. Let me see. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read the comments, but I keep clicking on the wrong stuff. Thank you, A there 78. I sure hope so, because I'm trying to keep doing what I feel God will want me to do. Y'all check BT Booker out on Instagram. All right, Edith, thank you. I appreciate it. See you later, Full Rusher. Thanks. I appreciate that, Carmel. And I appreciate y'all tuning in. And I'll see y'all later. If I have time, maybe I can try to do another live at some point. But right now I'm working on a few videos. But Sunday is probably the next time y'all see me back on here. And I will see you guys on Sunday. Print Squad out.